What's going on, everyone? I'm back with another exit sign and emergency light video. This is actually the 23rd episode of Exit and Emergency. And starting off, I have an Exitronix Direct View LED exit sign. The model of this sign is E1RJNDN. If you are unaware of what Direct View LED exit signs are, it's pretty much where you can see the individual LEDs and they actually make up the exit lettering, unlike traditional exit signs where you have a faceplate and a red or green diffuser with LEDs behind it or light bulbs or whatever. Direct view LED exit signs, you can again see that the LEDs make up the exit letters. And normally these are a lot brighter and more distinct. You can also see them a lot better in smoky rooms. And overall, I like direct view LED exit signs. They're kind of elegant, if you ask me. They kind of just have their own unique style. Unfortunately, most companies no longer produce them. I feel like it was more of a 90s and early 2000s trend, especially when LEDs were really getting popular, but nowadays, very few companies make them. This particular model is discontinued by Exitronix, but they still have a variant of the direct view LED exit signs called the 500E and 600E series. Pretty much the only difference that I can tell is the housing is made of steel. This exit sign is made of plastic. The housing is plastic. This clear cover is also plastic, but the faceplate is metal. But still cool to see they do make them. Again, they are probably just trying to consolidate on their line. Instead of making a plastic version and a metal version, they just decided to only make a metal version. But anyways, this sign is AC only. If we look over here, we can see the Exitronix sticker. And these signs are or were made in the USA. You also probably noticed these little rectangle inserts. Behind those are arrows that you can, of course, direct to the nearest exit. And I was going to take them off for this video just to demonstrate what the arrows look like. But when I was trying to take one off, I was afraid I would break it and not be able to insert it back into place. So I decided I wouldn't do that. Still a neat sign, and it's cool. Something else interesting is the actual outline of the exit letters. You can see it's black, which I just find fascinating. And when the sign is off, it looks like it has black letters. So just something I thought I would mention, just kind of unique to me, I guess. But overall, it's a nice sign. I do like its appearance. It's very bright, which is good. Normally, I take off the faceplate and show the internals of various exit signs that I have installed, but this one I'm not going to do that because there's really nothing on the inside. It's just empty. The only thing in there is a transformer, but to me that's not really interesting to see. But that's it. So let's move on to the next location where I have a Lithonia Extreme all conditions exit sign. These exit signs are weatherproof, vandal resistant, and just very heavy duty and durable. Probably one of the best all conditions exit signs out there. I really like these. They're very nice, very bright, and evenly lit. I love the large arrows on them. You can clearly see it. This one is also AC only. It's green letters with a white housing. And yeah, that's about it. Just like this Exitronix exit sign, this one really doesn't have anything on the inside. It's just a power supply circuit board, so I won't open it up. It actually has these tamper resistant screws that can be a pain to remove, but that's about it overall. Lastly, we have another Exitronix product. This is a high capacity emergency light. The model of it is escaping me right now, but since we didn't open up either of the exit signs I showed you earlier, let's open up this emergency light and I'll show you the inside of it. And I don't actually think I've ever opened an emergency light before to show it off, but we will do that in just a bit. This emergency light is huge. If I put my hand up there, yeah, it's a pretty bulky emergency light. But the reason it's so bulky, again, is because it's a high capacity version. It has two huge backup batteries on the inside. It can run remote heads, which I don't have any connected, or it can last longer in a power outage, a higher capacity, or I guess it would be extended runtime, which that's what I'm using it for. It's incandescent. It has reflectors behind the heads, which is good because that makes it brighter compared to others that do not have reflectors. Normally with incandescent emergency lights of this style, they have bulbs on the inside that are 6 watts, but with this one it has 9-watt bulbs, so it's a little bit brighter also than standard incandescent emergency lights. Here is the sticker on the side, and the AC light with the test button, which we can test, and it works well. I like it. Again, it's the only emergency light in my room, so it's nice to have a higher capacity version that's a bit brighter too. Something with Exectronics is it's funny, they make their own products, but other products. So here's the thing: Exectronics rebrands generic. They also make their own products, but then they have stuff like this where it's like a hybrid of generic and genuine products from them. It's got a very generic look, if I will admit. You know, the heads look like a higher quality generic. Overall, the construction just feels generic too, but nobody else has rebranded these that I know of, and this one also claims to be made in America. So it's really weird. I don't know if they source some of the designs and parts from generic companies and then they just make it themselves, or I really don't know. It's just kind of interesting, but they've always been like that. This emergency light, of course, has been discontinued by Exectronics because pretty much nobody makes incandescent emergency lights anymore, but overall, it's a very nice emergency light. I do like it. Okay, this might be a disaster because I'm going to attempt to open this emergency light with one hand. It has these push things on top right there. Yeah, you can see. You push them in with your fingers and that releases it and it opens up, but I don't want to drop this, so let's see if I can do it one-handed. Oh man, okay, there we go. Okay, good, I didn't drop anything. So here's the back. If I can flip it, there we go. We have the big Made in the USA sticker. Actually, fun fact, this sticker was on the I think it was on the front of this emergency light when I got it, so I decided it looked kind of cheesy, so I put it on the inside. The model of this is LL90HW-6-27-P-W-USA. What's up with Exectronics and huge models like that? That's weird. Also, the USA part makes me wonder if this is a specialty emergency light. There's some brands that offer USA versions of their emergency lights or exit signs, and all that means is that they were made in America to comply with some law or something, to be made in America. So maybe these are just generic and they have a USA version. I don't know, but still interesting. There's some of the specs on the inside. And actually, that model sounds very familiar. I think they still produce one like this, but just an LED version. Actually, here it is right now. This is a Yuyao Lixin. These are made by Yuyao Lixin, rather, and Exectronics rebrands them. But they kind of look similar, I guess, if you want to think about it. But anyway, so I'm going to let that hang here. Hopefully it won't pull out from the circuit board. Actually, I don't trust that. I'm going to hold it. Here's the huge backup batteries on the inside. They are 6 volt, 12 amp hour, and there's 2 of them, so that's 24 amp hour of capacity. So yeah, it's going to last a long time. I don't know where the remote head connections are. Actually, I think I took that jumper out. Yeah, I took that out because I was afraid I would short them, which I don't want to do. There's the transformer and the circuit board. And that's about it for the inside. So I'm going to attempt to put this back on. I might have to, yeah, I'm going to have to do this with 2 hands. Hold on. I am without power now, and of course the Exectronics Direct View LED sign is off, as well as the Lithonia Extreme sign. So that only leaves us with 1 unit in emergency mode, which is the Exectronics High Capacity Emergency Light. And I'd say it would make up for the other units not having battery backup. It's really bright, as you can tell on this wall. It's actually lighting up these doors in the wall itself without the heads being adjusted to it. Down here is relatively bright. I can see what I need to see or walk around. And then if we go this way, the space is reasonably lit up. I can still see everything and semi-see the doorway. Yeah, with the reflectors and the higher wattage bulbs in this incandescent emergency light, it does do a better job. So I like it. It's a good emergency light. This head points to the front of my room, and the other one points down in this area. But it's good. It's a great little setup with this emergency light. And I think this is the first time I'm having two AC only units in my room. Normally I only have one AC only exit sign, but I want to say this is my first setup having two and only relying on one emergency light to light up the area in a power outage. But anyways, I think that will be the end for this exit sign and emergency light video. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what your favorite unit was in the comment section below, or if you have any questions about anything. If you want to check out some of my other exit signs and emergency light videos, I have some you can look at, or maybe there's some other videos on my channel you'd like to see. But anyways, that's it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.